We headed to outer space. That's right. Back to the freaking outer worlds, y'all. Y'all. Can't remember where we left off. I did a hell of a lot of side missions. Hell of a lot. Like a hell of a lot. That's alright. Y'all just chill. Actually, give me a second. Let me switch with this. Okay. There we go. Alright. I don't remember where I left off. We gotta go see Phineas. Can't remember where I left off. I'm sure I helped him off with that. Yeah, I helped you out. That girl you were looking for.
What is it?
Oh, chill. No. Let's take a look real quick. I thought I did that for you. Garden was fast and closed. Byzantium. Whenever we get to Byzantium, where the rich and famous are. This Byzantium I keep hearing about, where the ballers live. Let's go to Phineas though. We are fast traveling. Look at all that running around. If you're checking this out late on the YouTube, go ahead and give it a like. Also, I stream live on Twitch and Mixer. Twitch is at Hero Twin Fizz. Mixer, DFizz underscore duh underscore great. Go check your boy out, it'll be fun. I'll get my camera going soon.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long.
Goodness.
You're sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly. I... Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit. Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon,
Yeah.
but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please?
Check out the crew. Nasty. Nothing already.
Something busted, Captain?
Nothing to say. Little stuff popping up over time. All the good things I've people. Such a nice guy. I kill people for great people. And the right price.
Hey, Cap.
Big.
Oh, that's just Frida. She's the first rapt I ever killed. I had her preserved. It had been when I was a kid, so something on the order of 20 years. My parents were very proud.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Once in a while, I've got to bury her and come back later. She's a big girl, tough to lug around. But she's been with me a while, so... Her. And of course, she's a great conversationalist. Never argues, never judges.
So you guys not giving up. This is pretty good. Yep. Anything?
Something on your mind?
Some of yours? I know that. My ass.
Greetings, customer.
Reading.
Battery levels are
Anything different?
fully charged. Thank you, customer. Warning! Raptidon claws carry bacteria and have the potential to cause organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss. Service cancellation request processing.
Welcome back, Captain.
Anything new from you?
How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Yep. Anyway.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
What am I gonna take from it? Not you. Or you. You come. And I guess Ellie, you come this time. No, I like it. Alright, let's go. Hit a like, go ahead. Subscribe if you like. Follow your boy. I play video games. Got laying around this time. Take everything worth taking. Sorry, I'm not gonna read it out loud, y'all. I ain't John Wolf.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting. Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line. If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find. Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them. You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway. Of course, of course.
Is there something?
What's on your mind?
checking. Let's do this. Some water. Required poster. I got 3 posters.
Sam, my vacuum tubes require evacuating. No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you. And while you're at it, could you switch my binaries to that? Exactly. I haven't felt this clean and efficient since Captain Hawthorne installed my subalternate auxiliary backup processor.
Good job, baby. Good. Word for it.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
On standby for command.
Yeah, you got it, right? Cool.
This is my favorite room. It's so spacious.
What are you talking about now?
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Yeah, posters. One of the posters. Oh, dope.
Sorry. Am I in your way?
Oop. Byzantium?
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Achieved. Landed in Byzantium. Like, I ain't think they
Can
ever
we
told
talk?
me. Yeah.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do. I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Which brings us to where we are today, several messages and a few years late. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise. But I worked so hard! I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice. Maybe I could skip a few more showers, drink milk straight from the jug. Yeah, I'll try that. Thanks. In any case, this'll still be a shock to my parents. I bet they'll barely recognize me.
I forget it.
Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too.
Okay. Yeah, why?
Because it would be fun.
Sound like a setup. What's it really about? Really weird, is it?
Of course not.
With that.
I mean, not unless you want to bring a feral canid or a mantisaur on a leash. That'd make a real impression. Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that. That's the idea. Anything else?
Okay.
I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy. Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is.
Phineas could betray me, as you know, as it goes. But you know, whatever.
I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pain, so he amputated the man's foot. Wasn't even the right one. Point is, good intentions don't count for shit. And nothing's more dangerous than a crusader with a cause. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it? Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still,
Yeah, you
Phineas
should.
isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the
Yeah, that's
corporations,
easy.
but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway. Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to. Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else? It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced. Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it. Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else. The real question is why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them. Call it what you want, it sucks. I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first. Easy to say when you've never had to ask permission to take a piss. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polish and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony. Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile. What, like primals? Nah. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly. That's what I've been saying.
Okay. Let's check this. Perk clean sweep. Let's do this first. That's a groundbreaker. Much water. This is on percent. Alright, so Ellie and Pavarti. Let's go. Where it's fancy.
Something on your mind? Something you need?
Already here. Okay, if I go walk it off, I'll be fine.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
Byzantium's all busted. Not what I was expecting. I could just go stealing shit, but let me not. What's this way then? That's because our sister first.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you? Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller. Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, that's my codename for... you know, our mutual friend. Oh. I'm Golden Eagle.
Of course you are. Do I have my
Yeah.
name?
I named you Cuckoo. That doesn't even make... Fine. Fine.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Let's go with... Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning codenames.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep him warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven? Or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Whatever. I'm better with bird terms. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see.
It's like it's on.
For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, You have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you? I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really. Good hunting,
Okay.
Golden Eagle.
Thank you very much. Cuckoo. Chicken. Ellie. Let's go. Find your parents. So I want to do that first. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Byzantium.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly. Hey.
Yo. Stand by. No guns.
Down there, the new ship. Doesn't look like any other corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
Perhaps we'll finally get some excitement after all.
Perhaps. Okay, you gonna say why you
Something
here?
on your mind?
Yeah, huh?
You? Okay, let's figure out what's up with this place.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
What do you want? Get out here.
Concentrated caffeine in every dollar.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Move along.
Yo. take that? Alright.
Is that supposed to be a model of the system? It's not super accurate.
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it!
And then the chairman shot their space shuttle down with a Hammersmith grenade launcher. Incredible.
Are you two talking about the new Dissident Hunter adaptation? Don't spoil it. I'm behind.
You need to watch more Aetherwave. You never know what's going on.
That's your favorite show? Multi.
That episode from a few weeks ago? Real incident.
Ooh. Hey. What you got to say, man? What's up? What's looking fancy? I mean, they got like science guns and stuff.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else. Why? To defend their property, of course.
50-Bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it.
What?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise. Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay. One can never be too well-armed. Who knows when the hordes may hurl themselves at our gates?
What you got? Look at the discount. Launchers. What's the pretty nice again? I sell something. I got so much stuff, that cool stuff I don't want to get rid of. Flamethrower. This one I can get rid of. Yeah, you got nothing I want.
Spacer's Choice 2 hour energy. Watch out for hour 3.
See what that.
CNP Forest and Big D.
What do you want?
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? A mad scientist? Guy sounds like he's moonlighting. Here's some free advice. If you want to make it in this business, you gotta work with professionals. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Let's just see where this audition goes, huh? So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Whatever.
Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Try as you will. It's better than nature.
Where'd you walk off to, man?
You're gonna be big. I can feel it. You're gonna be big. I can feel it.
Let's see what else is out here.
Auntie Cleo's level head. Feeling a little off balance? You need a level head. CNP, I can't believe it's not yours. It's unbelievable how good it is. Spacer's Choice Zero G Brew. An ale that's good for what ails you.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
It's strange, though. I thought Byzantium was the center of Halcyon.
That's a figure of speech.
I know that.
Ooh, that's what you're gonna do, buddy.
I love Byzantium.
Look. That's gonna be big.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part Purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary. Then you'll want to speak with our automechanical inebriation assistant, located just over there. Quite so, but I would never lower myself to do something as gauche as tending bar. My automechanical assistant does all the work for me.
Wow.
Oh, by all means, ask away. I don't believe in work. Work is for automechanicals and lower classes.
Serious?
I I suppose there is something charming about work in a parochial sort of way. Personally, I can't imagine ruining my sleeves by rolling them up. We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment. Do you know Celeste Jolliker? I've heard she's working on some spectacular new design.
Should be good for the party if just clothes we're talking about.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
Okay. What's down there? More business.
What's gotten into Bachmeyer lately?
Now that he's posted at the HHC, he's too good for the rest of us grunts.
Maybe we lose some of his gear in the sewers. That'll take him down a bit.
Somebody dropped this. And I'll take it.
You have a rather exotic presence. A new Anti-Cleo's facial mask, perhaps? Or experimental pheromones?
My dog.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square? The one with the Spacer's Choice aficionado. Looked like she'd styled her hair with engine grease. Doesn't she know the Spacer's chic look was last season?
Enough! You're standing right here.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
It's strange, though. I thought Byzantium was the center of Halcyon.
That's a figure of speech.
I know that. I don't have time for this. Got my sights on you. Move along. Huh? Carry... Hey, carry on.
I'll kill you.
Where are we headed?
That's so funny.
I love Byzantium. Remember that stranger I saw in the square? Shh. You know, the one traveling with the rather filthy plumber? I thought we had automechs for that sort of thing.
Enough! You're standing right here.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you. Sure.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
I thought you were damn mannequin.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
Okay.
Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously outre. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I pollinate the world with art. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me? Everything I need to know can be deduced from a first impression. You're an outsider. You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barbarism and adventure. You're the embodiment of everything I want in my new line. When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out. Making an outfit worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials. Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
No.
My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body is like an instrument without a player. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers, none of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. I expect you'll cut an exquisite figure. What else do you need to know? If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker. Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There. Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measurements by eye. And don't you ask, because they're no one's business but her own.
I'll drop
Now
it.
stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in nearly an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. For you,
Is there?
anything.
Oh.
Outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium. Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling, I don't belong outside Byzantium any more than a fish belongs on the land. Anyway, I'm quite certain Byzantium wouldn't last 3 days without me. I'd return to a smoking ruin of hideous fabrics and mismatched colors. Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this city is so dreadfully stale. I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium, and yet you strut about, doing as you please. I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. I'm an artist. It's my job to make you uncomfortable. You're very welcome.
So I can't buy anything? Anyways, Marty, what you think about the dress?
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know,
Yep. Stop
there's
being
a
a
part
pussy.
Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real
Okay.
scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Of course you are. Let's go see Ellie's parents.
I've always loved that sculpture.
Your best finest.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
That can go in water. Should I? Yeah, she got some dirty water over here, y'all.
Oh, Captain, you see those fine clothes Miss Jolliker made for me? I ain't never owned anything so fancy in my life.
Okay, now get out of the way.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill, I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
You're right. They eating good over here.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Let's go inside. Oh, red. Thinking this is like a picture. Ellie, this is your place. Show me around.
Something on your mind?
Robbie Peeps.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Right.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind. I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time. Let's talk outside.
Let's just put this unpleasantness behind us.
Yeah?
Oh, could you please leave quietly now? Oh, could you please leave quietly now? Oh, could you please leave quietly now?
What kind of guns y'all like? Hmm? Oh, no?
What do you think you're doing?
Rob you, fool. I don't get it. Here's some money, Rare. Sit your ass down. That's what I thought. Bitch. Yo.
Let's talk outside.
Let's go. Look around your parents' place real quick. Gotta snatch anything. Yeah.
Captain, got a minute?
I do.
Can
What
you
up?
believe those two? We'd hardly
No,
been
I
there a
can't.
minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, The leather's fake, but the scars are real. Or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red, and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain. I hope you don't think I'm talking about this because I want to be introspective. But I want to talk about me now.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open an account. Designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. As long as I don't develop a taste for Woolgonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Okay.
What a relief. The less time we have to spend in Byzantium, the better. Something on your mind?
Alright. That's where I'm gonna end it at the level up. So, I'm gonna try to get this money back for her, for my parents. Artie's happy she got a damn dress. Me? I'm gonna kill somebody soon. But I don't know who. No, I
Forward
don't
trigger
know.
discipline is a punishable offense.
Yeah, sure. So, yep. Peace.